Hey everybody, Fifth Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and this is tentatively my Moho ship, but there's some problems with it. I launched it specifically to test some contracts out as well. One of those contracts is to test the LV-1R orbiting Kerbin, which I have just done. And then the other one is to test the 2477, which is these guys. And I'm going to do that right now. Yay, we did that. So look at that. We have achieved science and lots of money and lots of rep and everything, which is cool about that. However, there is a problem. This guy has 15 meters per second. And if anybody knows anything about Moho, it takes well over $2,000 to get there. It takes just over $2,000 for a perfectly efficient ejection there. Now I could use Eve to get there, you know, like do some crazy thing like NASA does, but I'm not that smart. So I have set up a ejection to instead Dres. And this ejection isn't going to get me to Dres, but it's going to get me to Dres's ascending node. And then from there, we just are going to keep waiting until we get an orbit that will let us burn to Dres. And then we're going to keep this window, and if this one just never works, we'll get like high over sun science or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so now he is set. And also, one other thing, this Kerbin to Moho window that I calculated, year 1, day 269, there's the problem. Depart at year 1, day 269. I apparently put it in a time, what do you call it, here, let me do it again here. If I add a raw time alarm, I think I set it to a time interval and not a date. So I'm going to have to set up a brand new Moho eject window to find out when that is, but I'll do that off camera. We'll worry about that later. The important thing, though, is our Duna Ike flyby is in a mere 11 days, and I'm really excited about this. So let's head over to him and see what's up. See, it says the signal delay here is 0, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Like, if I try to control him, he does absolutely nothing. So that obviously isn't a valid thing. I don't know what this means. I don't know what any of this means. It says delay plus signal equals 0 seconds. So if I do like 1 minute here, if I do... See, I was expecting to be able to do certain things, and I just don't know if that's possible to do here. I am gonna hold the maneuver node, and then I'm gonna say execute that maneuver node. Yeah, so we got a 1 minute and some odd. We got almost 2 minutes of delay. The thing is I don't know how to tell this thing to do science. And I've asked on the forums, and everyone says to type it in here, but when I type it in here, it didn't do anything in my testing. This is all, I'm learning this. I don't know what I'm doing. I will freely admit that. But the fact that I don't know what I'm doing doesn't make it obvious. But it's got to do this burn, and now here's the thing is, we're going to enter Ike's sphere of influence around here somewhere. So if I say add this maneuver, actually, Kerbal Space Program will tell me this maneuver is in 13 days, 3 hours, and 32 minutes. And this is also, sadly, this thing counts in human days, not regular days. So, I just have to do the math in my head. 3 days is 12 days here, so that makes sense. And then every 6 hours is 1 day. That's why it's 13 days. So, I have set this maneuver node up, so in 13 days and 3 hours... I want to, so he should switch to prograde in 4 seconds here. Let's see if that actually works. Or maneuver, yeah. He should, yeah, see he's aiming at the maneuver node now. At least I hope he is. Okay. So if I want to go 13 days, 3 hours, and 32 minutes. And 0 seconds. Now, everything I tell it to do now should happen in that amount of time. And I don't know what this 0 stands for here. So let's go down here and say, observe this mystery goo. Now we get an observe a mystery goo in 2 minutes, which isn't what I just said to do here. So I don't know what to do. So I'm going to, yeah. Let's put it here, although that makes no sense whatsoever. And then let's observe this mystery goo. Aha! No, that's in 2 days. So it failed, basically. So I don't know how to make it do things in the future, other than just waiting the actual signal delay, which somewhere somebody said that it says what the signal delay is on here, but all I see is, like, if I try to do something, it'll tell me what the signal delay is right at that exact time. I don't see anywhere up here where it says signal delay is, 2 minutes. But anyway, so that's basically a big fail. I can still do this because signal delay is only 2 minutes, so it's not like like I can wait till I'm 2 minutes before periapsis and just say to do something. And I don't know what this guy's doing. He's trying to hold maneuver node prograde. I think it's just that he has got really terrible turning circle. So I have no ability to do anything on this except I'll just wait until he's in the sphere of influence and then send the command to do the experiments. But if somebody could tell me a better way to do that, like how you actually tell it, like I want 30 days from now you to run a goo experiment, please tell me, because I would love to know. There's also, somebody told me that, and they called this a cheat, but I don't know if I consider it a cheat, to be honest, that the science alert actually works in real time. And I'm considering strongly just using that. And pretending that I had sent the signals. And I think I'm going to do that, actually, to be honest. Signal delay is annoying enough. And I hope nobody thinks poorly of me for considering this. I'll try the signal delay and see how much of a pain in the butt it is. It's more that it's a pain in the butt than that I want it to be correct or anything like that. Okay, but we have now an Ike encounter that is really bad because it's going to crash us into Ike. So we need to tell it to aim. Actually, we need to make a maneuver node way out here, if it lets me. Looks like we want to go a little bit up, I think. Normal positive? No, normal negative. That'll take us over the top of Ike when we actually want to be on the outside of Ike. So let's go radial positive, negative. That's taking us kind of towards it, I guess. Go back normal positive. Okay, that's a maneuver node. So now let's aim at that maneuver node and execute it. And we need to delete this. No, wait. Let's just delete everything. Ugh. Let's fast forward. Now, aim at this maneuver node and execute it. Okay, good. Now, at 17 kilometers above Ike, we need to slow down to get a low over Duna. Say less than 100 kilometers. Okay, that's going to be a 552 meter per second burn. We have the fuel. So now we're going to say aim at that node and execute. And I think I've already proven to myself that I don't like the signal delay. The clunkiness of it, not the fact that it's there. So I'm going to make an executive decision, and we are going to do these two experiments. Everybody, sorry. It's not hurting anything except for my sanity. So now let's fast forward until we get into Ike's sphere of influence. Whoa. Okay, we are in Ike's sphere of influence, so I'm going to do these 2 experiments. As we pre-programmed the computer to do when it entered Ike's sphere of influence. That's the way I'm role-playing this, and nobody's going to convince me otherwise. And now we're just waiting until we get to this maneuver node, which it should already be aimed at. Why is it not aimed at that maneuver node? It really annoys me. Okay, now he's aiming at the maneuver node. Let him do his thing. And then eventually and ideally, we will be low over Ike at some point. If we don't get a low over Ike science alert, I'm going to be kind of sad. But at least we'll have learned that, there we go, low over Ike. Well, in space near Ike, keep the data and keep the data. And we are not getting landed on at this moment. And this is one of the biggest maneuver nodes we've done in a while. Which means it has the greatest chance of failure. Huh. It says discard down there. Look at that. Down here. Discard. And success. Let's go ahead and delete this maneuver node and check out our new Duna periapsis, which should be low enough to get low over Duna science. And assuming that's true, the only thing that's left is to burn us down just enough to enter Duna's atmosphere and crash. I guess, oh, I see what the problem is. When I time warp before he has reached the maneuver node, then he stops aiming at it. No big deal. And we're going to be low over Duna here. I said, there we go. Mystery goo and materials. Keep. And we are now apparently blocked from Kerbin, which is annoying because I was about to transmit all the data. Oh yeah, Kerbin is through Duna. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to swing around the outside here. And now that we have this thing here, I am going to review all data. Actually, wait. Collect all data. That's hilarious. We actually have to wait for that. And then we're going to say transfer all science. So now all the science is in the probe core. Now we are going to review the data. That is hilarious. I should have just transmitted it at the time, but oh well. Okay, now we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And apparently those transmit instantly. And I probably should have paid attention to my electric charge, although it seems fine. Just the probe core has low electric charge. And we have successfully transmitted everything. So we have achieved... Oh, and we've got some contracts here. We've achieved orbit around Duna, which is awesome. We have transmitted or recovered scientific data from space around Duna. And we have transferred scientific data from space around Ike. And we should now have tons of science. Which I don't even know which one of these buttons shows me that. There it is. 68.2. Really? That's all? But this guy's basically done, except for this thing coming up here. He should have no more stored data. That is correct. These things are empty husks. They have no use. You have an encounter with Ike. Look at you. Okay, then never mind. Let's not execute the node. There's absolutely no reason to. Because you have an encounter with Ike that's going to kill you. Which is pretty much what we wanted, so hey. And let's see, yeah, this, we don't care about this. The Duna eject is in 12 days. How long is this? 13 days. That is freaking hilarious. You know what? Aim yourself retrograde. And then at maximum throttle, burn for... Oh, I see what it is. Burn for... How many seconds? We got 20 seconds. You want to burn. Yeah, I used the 18 seconds in here to tell me how much time I had to burn. You're not burning at 100% like I told you to. Sigh. So I guess we're going to set up a maneuver node. Aim at that maneuver node and execute it. The luster of Remotetech is fading. I'll tell you that much. Oh, now it's burning. Now he's going to crash in 5 days. This is in 12 days, so that's perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and cancel this maneuver. No, we don't care about it anymore. Unceremoniously smacking this guy into, sadly, the dark side of the planet. But now that the sun has gone down, it's really gotten brighter. We probably have no signal. We do still have a signal to Kerbin. So the guys back home are watching this, at least most of the way. I think we're going to lose our signal. Yeah, pretty soon we're going to lose our signal. But sadly, we have no data to get. We could have actually planned this and tried to get data from Duna's atmosphere. There goes the antenna. The dish will actually survive, but the solar panels are gone. Oh, we're losing things. And goodbye. Crash test complete. Duna's crazy. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Because we only got 68 science for that, which is a little alarming. I was expecting more from Duna. Now, granted, I cut science gains down, but I didn't think I cut them down that much. So I'm just going to make sure I got these things. Yeah, it's just the transmitted science is so low. So yeah, we got Duna and Ike, and we got like 5 and 6 science each. So yeah, that's probably about right. So okay, let's see what we can do with 68.2 science though. The answer is not very much. I don't think I want these. I really think I need more science gatherers, which means I need 90. So we got to wait until the next ejection window to do that. I don't know how long this episode is going to be, but I think I'm going to cut it off here so I can get this thing uploaded. I'm actually recording this the day before I'm going to put it out, which is rare. I was hoping to be upgraded to 0.25 by the time this happened, but that doesn't happen sometimes. But we've got an Eve window coming up. We're going to do that launch. Basically now I'm just kind of in the collecting science phase of the thing, and I might actually send some guys up back to Moon to collect all the biomes from up there just to get the science. But it is also possible that this series is just a little too ambitious in its limiting of everything to be fun to watch. I am toying with the concept of just doing a straight up, not vanilla, but straight up save on the new build. Tell me what you think about it. I'm not having as much fun with Remotetech as I was hoping I would, and Snacks hasn't even updated yet, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I just don't know. I'm not sure if I'm feeling Remotetech. I hate to say it. It is a very cool concept, and I love the difficulty it gives, but it seems really clunky to me unless I'm doing something wrong. So, but in any case, I did have fun playing it, and I hope you all had fun watching it. I am Fifth Horseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.